Alright, what is going on, guys? Got another breakdown for UFC Vegas 70. This one's on the prelims at flyweight. We got Ode Osbourne taking on Charles Johnson. Johnson's going to be 2 inches taller, though Osbourne's going to have a 2 inch advantage in reach. So I guess I'll start with Charles Johnson, hopping right back in there after a dominant win over Jimmy Flick this January. I think it was the first fight of the year, actually. And he just broke him down. He had nothing for him, took like no damage and just got the ground and pound knockout. I thought I took him by decision, but I thought it was clear like 2 minutes in that he was going to get the finish sooner rather than later. So big win, and he's just looking to have. He's it's seeming like he's going to try to have one of those Chris Curtis kind of years where he's just getting in there as much as possible. Seems to be in that frame of mind right now. And the Zalgis Zumagulov fight, some people thought it was a little controversial. He shouldn't have gotten the win, but it doesn't really matter. A win's a win, and it'll be three in a row if he can get this one done. So he'll definitely be shooting up the ranks in flyweight. And again, in the debut against Muhammad Makayev, really accounted for himself well. It's a tough draw to get in your debut, and really showed off his defensive grappling and his takedown defense. This guy is really tough to submit. He's been tested on the ground a lot in his career. That's the route his opponents have tried to exploit against him, and he's gotten some great reversals, got now some great positions or some very disadvantageous positions on the ground throughout his career, and was never really in danger of getting finished by Makayev despite being controlled and taken down quite a bit. And stylistically on the feet, very well rounded, mixes up his striking very well, in and out, and very fast too. I like the way he mixes up these teep kicks and these side kicks to the body. That's a good part of his game. Leg kicks too, and again he mixes it up, head, body, legs, and he's very fast. In and out. He will have to watch the return fire from Ode Osbourne, who's shown that he has some good counter striking ability. But yeah, very well rounded, and all the momentum is on the side of Charles Johnson right now. And for Ode Osbourne, definitely a guy who holds his own at flyweight. He's fought at 3 weight classes for the promotion. Came in at bantamweight, and then he took a fight at featherweight against Jerome Rivera. Won that one in the first round by knockout, and really has settled in at flyweight now. He's gone 2-2, or maybe 2-2 at flyweight with the promotion. Two solid wins. Against CJ Vergara, it was pretty close, but against Zaruk Adeshev, really nice knockout jab and then right hook over the top, put him out. Really nice highlight there. So yeah, he's very big for flyweight, though he's not going to have too much of a size advantage in this one, but he's just got a big frame for the weight class. And you don't know what that's going to do to his gas tank really. He looked good in the Vergara fight, but was starting to slow down a little bit. And again, that fight was really close. I think if he has that same exact fight, but it's Charles Johnson in there instead of CJ Vergara, then he loses 30-27, just because Vergara is not as quick to get out of the pocket. Osborne was clipping him in those exchanges. But the losses at flyweight are good too. Tyson Nam has big time power. Just got caught with that right. Really big time power for flyweight. You don't really see guys who have that like one punch knockout power down here too often. But Tyson Nam definitely one of those guys. Against Manel Cap, was having a lot of success against him. Was honestly winning the round until Cap started to get something going late, and then he hits him with a perfectly timed flying knee. So you know what are you going to do about that? Manel Cap has really come into his own after that one, reaching the hype that I think he had when he came in. So, yeah, very respectable loss there. And then Brian Kelleher, really good guillotine. Always has a really good guillotine, got caught in that. So, again, I think that Ode Osbourne holds his own at flyweight. His frame helps him out a lot. Good counter striking, but like I said, I do worry about the gas tank, especially in like a high motor fight. He hasn't really shown me anything where I would doubt his gas tank. I mean, again, he did look a little tired in the Vergara fight, but it does seem like he's just a big flyweight. It's like he definitely cuts a fair amount of weight. I mean, I don't want to speculate too much, but yeah, that is a concern for me, and I do think that Johnson's going to have a speed advantage here. Osborne does have a little bit of a wrestling background. Wrestled for 1 year in college, I believe, and then the program was discontinued. They said that on one of the broadcasts, but yeah, like I said, I think Johnson's got really good defensive grappling. I don't think it's going to go too well if he does try to grapple. He might end up getting reversed if that happens. I really do like Johnson's ground game. And so if we look at the odds here, we got Charles Johnson at minus 190, and I like that. There's a reason why I started doing this card right away because this card that's coming up. What is it? I guess it's midnight now, so tomorrow. Vegas 69. This card not the best for betting in my opinion. I like this card a lot better. UFC Vegas 70. So I'm gonna try to make a bet on this right away. Just hoping that the line expands in favor of Johnson. Whenever I try to make a bet early like that, the money will end up coming in on O'Day Osbourne. So whatever. I like Charles Johnson at minus 190. I'm gonna take it. I respect O'Day Osbourne's game for sure. He's solid. But I just don't think he's going to have the power to put him away. I think that Johnson's just going to be too quick. And, he has a really dynamic game. There's a number of things he could do in this fight. And I think as long as he doesn't get caught by, the perfect counter, I just don't see how Osbourne is going to be able to mount enough offense to keep pace. And we know that Johnson's got really good cardio, so he can easily keep up a good pace for 3 rounds. So I like Charles Johnson at minus 190, looking to make a bet on that right away, honestly. So thanks for watching, guys. Sure, subscribe, and take it easy.